Hello everyone, in this issue I'm sharing the rebound push from Fidget. Items that sell at high prices are actually quite playable. However, the texture is not great, though it's still okay as a toy. But to be a bit strong, it just feels like it's just a little bit off. The main focus is on cost effectiveness. Look at their packaging mistake. It's a case of dim sum. I clearly bought purple phlegm, but the packaging says, small leaf purple phlegm. It should be during packing. Accidentally took the second batch of small leaf jars. The packaging has arrived in this batch. That's why their products always give the impression of low prices and volume sales. Never replaced. So although some of their previous plastic toys, I hardly ever buy anything, but this time I think the wood quality will never be bad. And at 128 yuan, this price is quite good among wooden push whites. If you're afraid of falling into a trap, you won't lose much. Alright, I'll start by unboxing. Let's see how the texture of this purple light bullet rebounds whitening feels. Although the wood doesn't really understand, but at first glance, this gloss doesn't seem like a very good material. Apply some oil to the back and reheat it to see if it can improve a bit. Overall, there are no major flaws, and the texture is decent. So although it can't be called a great value, but it still fits the material for the 128 yuan price range. Alright. Next, let's actually play with the controller to see how it feels. How should I describe the feel of this touch singing technique? Although there are high and low notes, however, some notes in the middle feel off. Let's open it up and see what's going on. Also, the smoothness of the retracement feels a bit lacking. When moving from bottom to top, it may get stuck. Next, let's take it apart to look at the internal structure. The upper and lower main bodies of the rebound push discharge are purely magnetically attached. Just open it directly. This is just a segment track, combined with multi-pearl grass to create high and low tones. The structure of these fiber beads is quite interesting. It is embedded inside one side of the track. After opening, you don't have to worry about it falling out. The factory configuration uses a POM master in the middle hole. It should be that the POM owner's voice feedback is not included. In response. Moreover, since the POM main has relatively high resistance, this leads to less smooth rebound. So I'll keep the other configurations unchanged here. So I replaced the middle bamboo with egg-formed silica bamboo. After some minor adjustments, the bass and treble become perfect. The rebound is also very smooth. This indicates that the rebound push line is generally fine. Let's compare it with the pioneer of the rebound gameplay, the small yellow fish. Although the small yellow croaker has a stronger rebound, but the monotonous intermediate feedback now seems a bit outdated. So personally, I think the rebound push line doesn't really feel good. In fact, it's slightly better. Senior Little Yellow Fish continued. One thing to pay attention to when playing with it is the rebound pushing and pushing layout. This structure is easy to disintegrate. After pushing it open, never press the top. Otherwise, it will fall apart. Alright, let's do another mistake demonstration. Push it open and disassemble. From this perspective, personally I really like Fidget's rebound retweet this time. After all, with the kind of high and low tones on the market now, last time the rebound gameplay of retweeting was rare. And although the purple light matte material used this time isn't the best wood, but compared to some of their previous plastic toys, in terms of texture it still looks more premium. So my personal assessment is to push forward with the purchase of 128. At this price, buying one is definitely not a loss. Alright, that's it for this video. See you next time.